Hello. If you liked the video, I would like to remind everyone that you can be aware of every video by subscribing to my channel and turning on notifications. You can support us by doing this. Enjoy watching. Maedhros is the eldest son of Fëanor and the first to join his father's oath of vengeance after Morgoth steals the Silmarils. This oath drags Maedhros to Middle-earth. During the Dejanu in Gilead, the battle under the stars, Fëanor was slain and Maedhros was captured by Morgoth. And his right hand was hung with a chain on the hills of Thangorodrim. However, his cousin Fingon arrives with the help of Thorondor, king of the eagles, to save Maedhros, but his hand is cut off to save Maedhros' hand. Maedhros learns to use weapons with his left hand and transfers his kingly rights to Fingolfin. Although his brothers refuse to leave Hithlum, Maedhros drives them away and settles in the hills of Himring. Maedhros allies with Fingolfin to win a great victory at Dejur Aglareb, and Himring survives during the Dejur Bragollach. After hearing about the successes of Búrin and Luthien, Maedhros, filled with hope, gathers his brothers and other elven dynasties and forms an army called the Union of Maedhros. While this army besieged Angband, Morgoth's emissaries tried to provoke the elves, but Gwyndor, an elf, killed the emissaries, starting the War of Unnumbered Tears, known as the Nirnaeth Arneadiad. However, at the end of the battle, the siege fails and the League of Maedhros is defeated by the forces of Angband. The Hill of Himring is captured by the orcs, and Maedhros realizes that he will never be able to gather such an army again and will not recover from this defeat. After some time, he learns that one of Fëanor's Silmarils is in Doriath. His brother Celegorm convinces Maedhros to attack Doriath by reminding him of their previous oath. This attack was a second disaster in which the people of Doriath suffered great losses. During the war, King Dior of Doriath kills Celegorm, Caranthor and Curufin, and Dior is also killed by these brothers. Dior's sons Elurd and Elurian are kidnapped by Celegorm's servants and left to die in the forest. Maedhros searches for these two missing children for a long time, but to no avail. Carrying Elwing in the Silmaril, the people of Doriath flee to the deltas of the river Sir-Ion. At first, Maedhros feels remorse and does nothing, but over time the thought of not fulfilling his oaths begins to gnaw at him and his brothers. Finally, they gather at the sanctuary in Sir-Ion to make their demands for the Silmaril, and convey their harsh demands with messages of friendship. However, Elwing and the people of Sir-Ion refuse to comply with the demands until Eärendil returns from his journey across the sea. Elwing and the people of Sir-Ion refuse to give up the Silmaril before Eärendil returns. This causes the third and most terrifying event to occur. Afterwards, in the War of Wrath in 587, the host of the Vala defeated Morgoth and cast him into the timeless void. The Silmarils are entrusted to Eönwë, Manwë's herald, for safekeeping. Maedhros and Maglar send a message demanding that the Silmarils be returned to them. However, Eönwë rejects their demands, saying that they have lost their rights to the Silmarils after the terrible crimes they committed. Eönwë states that the Silmarils must return to Valinor, and that Maedhros and Maglar must return to the west and submit to the judgment of the Vala. While Maglar wants to obey in this matter, Maedhros opposes it. Maglar argues that they want to bide time and perhaps they will be forgiven and find peace in Valinor. Maedhros, on the other hand, thinks that opposing the sacred lands of the Vala could lead to bad consequences. As the argument continues, Maedhros insists that the oath must not be broken. In the end, Maedhros' opinion is accepted. They come to Eönwë's camp in disguise, kill the guards, and take the Silmarils. However, in the meantime, they are stopped by those surrounding them. Eönwë does not allow them to be killed, but when they take back the Silmarils, Maedhros and Maglar pay the price for their evil deeds. The light of the Silmarils burns his hands, and Maedhros realizes that his oath has been broken. Filled with great grief and despair, he throws himself into a well full of fire and dies that way. The Silmaril he was carrying was buried deep in the earth with him.